Yo, what's good? It's 3D here with my man fadayz, Losstunnown, and just discussing several issues within the hip hop or street dance community here in the Boston area, and just in the States in general. Basically, fadayz, if you could just shed just some of your insight and experience on jams, battling, people telling the truth, being honest, and so forth. So.
Alright, well, I don't know about other people's experiences, I can only speak to my own, but hopefully this video will get other people in other states and countries to speak up. And, instead of one person or 5 people speaking up, there'll be a movement of 100 or more people to just push all those haters and people who are trying to hold on to an empire that's already over with, out of the way. My main thing that I'm trying to do in Boston now is just get out of Boston, because there's been the same judges for every jam the past couple years that I've been here, and they always give it to the people that they practice with. Everybody who's from Boston know this. They're very biased when it comes to poppin. As far as b-boying, I don't know. I have no idea. But as far as poppin, there's a lot of haters because 1, I'm from out of state, 2, I don't boogaloo, 3, I don't wear those outfits that everybody else wear. It's all about doing your own thing for me. So when it comes to entering in a competition, people tend to, it could have went either way. It didn't go either way, because it's either you win or you lose. You know what I mean? Other question?
Basically, what would you say would be probably the most productive, most effective way of, bettering the scene and overall bigger picture?
I feel like, and this is in no way, shape, or form trying to get fame or anything like that, because I feel like, your skill speaks alone. So if you're supposed to be the best in Massachusetts, that means you have to hold on to your title, which means you have to battle people that are hungry like myself or whoever else wants to battle. If you can't beat me, that means your time is up and it's time for somebody else to step up. What I mean by beating somebody is having your own style, having your own moves, having your own way of attire. You can't dance like a boogaloo cat and take somebody else's moves and think that you're the best. You're just taking somebody else's moves. But when your style is original, then that's skill. You know what I mean? If you make a sword as opposed to buying a sword, you put your time and energy into that. And there's a lot of biters out there, and they think they're cool because they're down with a squad who has a big name, but how many people can hold their own by themselves without a crew, without a style that you bit, without a clothing outfit that you bit? How about real skill versus all those so-called famous people? There's a lot of people out there that's garbage, but they're getting mad props because, they fear the people who are on the top of the lane. You know what I'm saying? The top of the link. Dudes need to stay in their lane, literally. That's what it comes down to.
And what would you say would be, like the best way, or the, I guess like the most honest way, or just remembering that, it's really about being your own man or woman standing on your own 2 feet. But how do you get people to do that? How do you wake people up to that?
The only way you could do it nowadays is it's not about one person talking, because I talk a lot at jams and people are like, oh, he's just pulling another fit, and that's how they drown my voice out.
Mm-hmm.
But if it came down to actual skill, what cats could do is go to jams, and it wouldn't be like, oh, these people are judging. It'd just be straight skill alone. Now, the reason I stopped going to jams is because the same boring judges, as far as poppin', everybody knows who they are, I don't even have to mention names. The same boring judges rooting for their boys all the time, and they mix and match people. Instead of pulling names out of a hat, what they do is they put their best against the worst, and they put some cute little kid against somebody else who's nice. And then, you know what I'm saying, it just goes from there, and you already know how that's going to go. But what it comes down to is, if there was a real jam being thrown and cats go at it, and that's it, and you post it on somebody's website, or you post it on YouTube, or you post it on whatever you want to post it on, and the truth will be out there. But in Boston, the funny thing is, people tend to lose footage. That's the funny thing about Boston. Boston will always be whack until people learn how to get together and work with each other. Leave all the beef that's on the floor, but then once a month everybody gets together and do something creative.
Alright, cool. That came out good. That was good timing. Yeah. it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. I gotta get glasses.